Hello farmers, welcome to Gubala Urban Farm. Yes, today we want to talk about starting piggery. So some people have been asking a lot about how do you start? What do you need to start? And probably how best can you go about piggery without hitting a lot of walls or without making a lot of mistakes. The very first thing I would recommend is that do your research. Do some research about piggery before you go in. Visit a farm that's doing piggery. Have some physical interaction with the people that are doing piggery so that you don't just head on put in your funds when you are just guessing up everything. So it will be better to do some research about the pigs you're going to do. Basically, what I would recommend is that you can watch videos, but it will be better if you physically visit a place, if you physically visit a farm and see how they are doing it and get some adequate information from people who are already doing business, and with clear visual contact you will be there and you will see what they are doing and how they are doing it. So it will be easier for you to start when you have visited people who are doing it and you've seen how it is being done, than just getting in with just guesswork or knowledge from the internet. On the internet, some things are not shown. Yes, we don't show everything that is on ground. You know that. So it's better you visit physically and see and get clear information. The second factor I want to tell you about is the location. Choose a good location from where you are going to carry out your piggery. You must consider access to markets. You shouldn't put pigs in between of residential houses or in an area where there are a lot of people, where it is more a residential center. So you need somewhere where you will be free, where your animals will be free, first of all, from diseases. You'll be able to control the smell and the noise, of course, because there is, at some cases they will make noise, so you will not be getting a lot of complaints if you have chosen a place that is not too much overcrowded. And if you are planning to have a bigger farm or to expand it very soon, you should consider drainage in terms of water, because you'll be in need of a lot of water, especially for cleaning and then for the pigs to consume. So the location is ideal, especially for future expansion and for convenience, and to be free from diseases, because if it is a highly overcrowded place, it may be easy for your pigs to get diseases when people are accessing them very fast and very easily. Yes, another thing is the budget. Budgeting. Plan your budget well. Yes, plan your budget well, and the typical things that you must include on your budget would include the housing materials. How are you going to access the housing materials, and where are you going to access them from? Where are you going to get them from? So before you start, actually, you need to be knowing what you are going to use to build. Which kind of structures are you going to build? Are they wooden? Are you going to use bricks? Are you going to use metals? So you have to have a plan on housing, the housing materials, then the pigs you are going to keep, the piglets, how many are you going to start with? So that actually the number will determine the structures, the number of units that you are going to build, the number of style units. So that one is a key also, because even for future expansion, you will be able to plan in advance that if I'm going to start with the 2 sows, first of all, I will need 2 units, and then they are going to farrow, they are going to give birth. When they give birth, I will need this kind of space to accommodate the piglets for this long. Yes, so you are going to include that one also. the number of pigs you are going to start with. Then the feeds you must also have a plan for the feeds. How are you going to feed your pigs? Are you going to feed them with this with the food leftovers, with the greens, or are you going to buy the commercial feeds? So you have to be already in budget with that. How are you going to feed them? Another thing you are going to be, you must have a plan about the vet care. How are you going to treat your pigs? But for the start, that may not be a big concern because you can learn the operations. You can learn a few medical practices that are involved, because if at all you are going to be having very small numbers. So you will learn how to treat them, and that takes you back to what I said before. As you are doing research, visit farms and be able to acquire that medical knowledge and assistance in case you need it, because you may not need to employ someone just to treat that small number you may be starting with. Then another thing is about the labor. How are you going to handle the labor? Are you going to work in your pigs yourself, or are you going to employ someone to take care of them? So that is also ideal and important. So some people, you may put your pigs there and even spend a month or 2 months without going there. And some of you even employ people who doesn't know anything about what you are doing. And to make matters worse, sometimes you are the one who visited the farm and then you employ someone and you haven't equipped that person with at least some little knowledge of what should be done. So that is key. The labor, you have to be specific with whom you are going to use, and then the knowledge involved or required, you have to equate the personnel with at the start. Establishing the structures. So as you are seeing there, those are structures. Those are our structures, some of them. So you will need to go to establish structures that are not so much expensive when you are just starting, especially. So you need to start structures that are a little bit cheap, but can be convenient for your pigs to grow, and you will not have to incur a lot of funds in structures, yet you are just starting. So you can use wood, just as you are seeing there, the iron sheets, and then you cement the floor. Simply like that, you can start your pig farm and be able to move forward. Don't fear to start. Start with any number of pigs you can afford. So what you should know from the start, pigs multiply very fast. Within a very short time, you'll be having the numbers that you want to raise, and you'll be gaining the experience as you are moving forward. So join us and let's move together. Where Gubala Urban Farm shall be able to assist you in any kind of information that you may need, and probably providing you with the best stock in form of piglets to start with. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to Gubala Urban Farm on YouTube, Gubala Urban Farm on TikTok,